Hello my fellow crafters, welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. That is, if you are here for a second time, if you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is David and I am full mode Christmas preparation. And that means that today's video is not going to be a Christmas card, it's not going to be a journaling or planner essentials video. No, I'm going to make some of my table decoration for Christmas. And that's going to be quite simple but very impactful. That's at least what I think. These are the products that I'm going to be using. Just plain black cardstock. I'm going to use this beautiful Altenew Beautyfull bergenia folder, embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder. It's stunning. You will see it in a minute. Some embossing folder, some gilding paste, one stamp of the new Tim Holtz release for this year's Christmas, just the 25 December, some Versamark embossing ink, and that's it fairly. So without any further ado, let's dive in and make this beautiful table decoration. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make cutlery, difficult word, a cutlery holder. This is the cutlery we use for Christmas. It's gold. We use it once a year, Christmas only, but it's beautiful. And I want to make a holder to put on the table with this in it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's do it. So at first we need to cut this paper. This is an A4 size paper and I'm going to cut that at 19 centimeters. So I'm going to start with cutting it with my Tim Holtz Tonic Studios trimmer at 19 centimeters. Just like this. Up. Okay, I'm going to put this one to the side. Then I'm going to take my scoring board and I'm going to score this at 18 centimeters. So score at 18 centimeters and score it at 9 centimeters. So in the middle. So I score at 18 and I score at 9. Then I'm going to turn it around with the smallest scoring line up to the top and I'm going to score a mark, just a mark at 10.5 centimeters. Just here, that is. Just scoring a little mark, as you can see. I'm going to take out my cutter again. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a line from here to that mark over there. So I'm going to line up the edge, just this point of the corner of the paper. I'm going to line that up and I'm going to line up my scored mark over here. And that's how I'm going to trim my paper. There we go. Now that I've got my cutter here, I'm going to take the rest of the paper that I've cut off and I'm going to make there a mat of 15 centimeters. So I'm going to make that 15 centimeters. And I'm going to cut that 8.5 centimeters wide. So this is going to be a matte layer that's going to be on top. There we go. I'm going to take my scoring board again, take my piece of paper that's going to be the front panel, and I'm going to make a mark at the 4.5 centimeter over here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just make a little mark over there. That means that from there to there, I'm going to trim it off again. I'm going to take my trimmer again. I'm going to line up my mark over here on the edge. And I'm going to line up the corner of the paper exactly with the edge of the cutter. Press down, cut. And now I've got my matte layer that fits perfectly on top of my front, of my cutlery holder, I should say. Okay, now that's all the cutting and measuring done. Next I'm going to fold the scored lines to the inside. And this one too. And then I'm going to take my embossing magic and just use that on here, because black paper, everything you will see. I'm gonna take my Versamark ink and my little stamp with the 25th of December. And I'm gonna put that just in the top corner on here. Press down. And that's all the stamping we're gonna do. Next, I'm gonna take my embossing powder and a scrap piece of paper, and I'm gonna put that on here. Just make sure it's fully covered. Perfect. I'm going to take out my embossing heat gun, it's the Sizzix one, and melt that powder. There we go. That's the first step done. Next, I'm gonna see, I missed a bit of a point there. Never mind, nobody will see it. I'm gonna take my advanced tape glider and put on some glue on this edge and at the bottom. I'm going to fold this, line it up with this edge over here. There we go. And press down the bottom. This is the base of our cutlery folder. Next, I'm going to take my piece of black cardstock, and I'm going to take my spray and going to spray this off camera front and back 2 times. Just to loosen up the fibers a bit. And I'm going to put that in my embossing folder. I have to make sure I'll do it the right way around. Yeah, this is the right way around. And put it in there. Next, I'm going to take my Sizzix Big Shot, fold away. And I've worked out that with the Altenew embossing folders, I need my base plate, I need the shim, and 1 of the cutting plates. That works out perfectly with these beautiful folders. And I'm going to put that through 3 times. As Tim Holtz says, it's a 3D embossing folder, so we do it 3 times. There we go. Now look at that. That's already very, very pretty. These 3D embossing folders are absolutely stunning. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my gold wax paste metallic, and I'm going to, where did I put my, here. I've got my blending tool, and I always take these cushions and put them in there so they are ready to go. Then I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to take most of it off again. And then with a very light touch, I'm going to go over my embossed flowers. And look at the magic happening. Now I don't know about you, but this really makes my heart happy. This is so stunning. I just love this effect. And it's so easy to do if you have the embossing folders. And you can do this with any embossing folder. You don't have to have specifically have this Altenew one. Any embossing folder you can do this. But look at that result. It is just stunning. Just with the light hand, and where you want some more, go over it again. Don't press too hard and don't have too much on your blending tool, because then you will make the whole paper gold, which is also nice, but not the goal of this exercise. Look at that. Stunning. I absolutely love it. And it's so easy to do. Next I'm going to take a piece of tissue paper, just plain kitchen roll, and I'm going to very lightly, with a light touch again, polish it. And this brings the shine up even more than it was before. I think it's the wax in it. If you polish it like this, it's going to shine like crazy. Look at that. Don't know if you can pick up the shine, but it's so pretty. Okay, that's that. I'm going to take my ATG gun again and put some tape around. I'm going to position this on the front of this pocket. And there it is. It's already done. I'm going to take my cutlery and put this on. And when it's on the table, I will put it to the side so you can still see the 25th of December. I'll do it like this. There we go. And this is already the finished result. Now I've already made a couple of these because we're going to be with 4 people. So these are going to be on the table. And what I also did is make matching menu. Now this will have a menu on the inside. I will print that off, stick it in there. But since I'm still fine-tuning the Christmas menu, I couldn't finish it yet, but the base is done. So we'll have the menu and we have the matching cutlery holders with it for our Christmas menu. So that's it already for today's video. I really, really like how these turned out. Simple and easy to do. No real skills or even real tools needed. You can do this with scissors. You can do this with printed paper. If you don't have an embossing folder, see what kind of beautiful papers you have. Just cut them to the sizes I mentioned and you can make this as well. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. I love this effect with the waxing, the gilding paste with an embossing folder. I just adore it. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel. I wish you a very Merry Christmas already if you celebrate Christmas, and enjoy, be safe, be healthy, and I hope to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.